Today I'm doing my January book haul. There are 3 parts to this video. First, I have a couple of things I got from the library that I want to show you guys. Second, I have all of the books I bought for my own reading. And third, I have all my school books. So I got a couple of movies from the library. So first of all, I got Crash. I got Ginger and Rosa. And I also got Metropolis, the complete Metropolis. I think this is a German movie from the 1920s, yes. And I've wanted to read this for a long time. I think Ginger and Rosa is about 2 girls growing up in the 1960s, and Crash is about an accident that affects a lot of people. I don't know that much about these 3 movies, but if you've watched any of them, let me know, and I'm hoping to watch them soon. I also got Ghost World, which is a graphic novel from the library. I'm hoping to read this in February, so I'll show you the inside just so you see what kind of artwork it is. So I wasn't expecting it to be all blue, black, and white, so I'm interested in reading this, and I'm interested in watching the movie once I finish reading this. So now on to the books I got for fun. So I'm going to start off with a book I just got today, and I just started reading it. I've read only a couple pages, and this is Giovannis Room by James Baldwin. I haven't read anything by James Baldwin. The narrator who has had a fling with the girl, and then he's in Paris and he ends up having a relationship with the man, and he, I guess, is not quite comfortable with his sexuality, so it's about his sexual awakening, I guess. So I don't know that much more about this, but I'm really excited to read this because someone at the bookstore that I went to highly recommends this. I was just really excited by the way she talked about the book, so I'm really happy with it so far. It's really beautifully written. The first paragraph is beautiful, and I'm hoping to do a review once I finish this. Next, I have a couple of books that I got at a used bookstore and at a thrift store. So first, I have Ngugi wa Thiong'o's Petals of Blood. I don't know that much about the story as well because I'm trying to not do as much research about books so that I can go into reading a book with a clean slate. One of my friends read this in an African literature class and she really loved it. And apparently it's one of Ngugi wa Thiong'o's most celebrated works. A book I got at a thrift store for $1 is A Fine Balance by Rohinton Mistry. So this takes place in India in the 1970s. It's about 4 characters and their intersecting stories from what I understand. Also from a used bookstore is The God of Small Things, and I have a friend who really loves this book, and I know that, you know, Diaz really loves this book as well, so that's kind of what pushed me to buy this. And apparently this is about a family in India, I think in Calcutta, and it sounds really good, and apparently the narrative is not linear, it jumps from time to time, so I find that's an interesting concept. Our March pick for the International Reads Book Club, I'll leave a link down below, is Half of a Yellow Sun by Adichie, and this is the book I nominated, so I'm actually quite happy. The 2 books I've nominated so far have been chosen, so that's kind of cool. I guess I might also be hosting the Google Hangout once we do that for this book. This takes place in Nigeria during the Biafran War in the 1960s, and it follows a cast of characters through that time period. Next, I have The Brief and Wondrous Life of Oscar Wilde by Junot Diaz, and this is about Oscar Wilde, and apparently he's a nerdy boy of Dominican descent living in New Jersey. And finally, I have Laughter in the Dark by Nabokov. This is about I think an aspiring writer living in Berlin in the 1920s. And I've read 4 other books by Nabokov, so I've been excited to read my next Nabokov. Finally, for the International Reads Book Club for February, I got The Kernel. Really excited to read this as well. I was actually originally not going to buy it, but I really wanted to buy it after all. So those were the books I bought for fun and the things I got from the library. So now I'm quickly going to go through my school books. I'm going to go pretty quickly, so I'm not going to give any kind of synopsis because a lot of these aren't even literature. First, I'm taking a class on Bible and Western culture, and I have the Oxford Annotated Bible. I'm taking a Russian history class. It's 1905 to present day, and we have 2 of these course packs, so I don't know how they work at your university, but we have course packs and it's just all these articles, so there's 2 of them. And then we also have a textbook, A History of Modern Russia. I'm taking a Renaissance history class, Renaissance Italy, and I only have one of the textbooks here, but this is the textbook we're using, which is A Short History of Renaissance Italy. We also have a source book that includes a lot of excerpts from things that were written at the time. More exciting to you guys, I'm taking a German literature class, and we're actually reading a lot of stuff that's available online for free, so I don't have those to show you, but I do have 4 books. So the first is Death in Venice, Cassandra, The Clown, and Measuring the World, which was published in 2006, I think. We're also reading Siddhartha, but it hasn't arrived in the mail yet. Finally, I'm taking a postcolonial literature class, and again, a lot of what we're reading is not actually in book format. We're reading a lot of postcolonial theory, which is really exciting and interesting. But I'll show you guys the books that we are reading. So first we're reading Untouchable. I did a review of Untouchable, so I'm going to link that down below so you can check it out. We're going to be reading A Small Place by Jamaica Kincaid, Second Class Citizen, Things Fall Apart, which is great because it's the Norton critical editions, so I think the book is only this long, and all of this is criticism and essays and a biography of Chinua Achebe. And finally, the most amazing thing I'm reading this semester, in my opinion, is Midnight's Children by Salman Rushdie. I am so excited, can't wait. I know that Grace loves this book and I've been meaning to read it for a long time, so I'm really happy with this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this book haul, and if you've read any of these books, even the books that I'm reading for class, let me know down below, give me your opinions, and I'll see you guys soon.